Ladies and gentlemen, India has officially become an exporter of defense systems. For the first time in history, that's not a milestone, it's a message to every doubter, every critic, every skeptic who once said, India can't. Well now, India just did. The AKASH-NG isn't just a missile, it's a symbol of a nation that once fought to survive, now thriving to lead. A symbol of engineers who dared to dream, a symbol of a government that believed in Make in India, not as a slogan, but as a mission. India's emergence as a defense exporter is not just a strategic achievement. It is a historic transformation rooted in decades of perseverance, vision, and technological evolution. For years, India stood as one of the world's largest importers of defense equipment, reliant on foreign nations to supply critical military hardware. This dependency was a glaring gap in the nation's security architecture, often raising concerns about autonomy, sovereignty, and the reliability of foreign suppliers during times of crisis. But through sustained investment in indigenous research and development, policy reforms, and strategic planning, India has flipped the script with the confirmation of the AKASH-NG missile deal by a foreign nation. India has crossed a monumental threshold. It has officially become a defense. The AKASH-NG, or New Generation AKASH missile system, is a testament to India's engineering brilliance and defense innovation. Developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, it is a next-generation surface-to-air missile capable of intercepting high-speed aerial threats with remarkable precision. Unlike earlier versions, AKASH-NG features improved reaction time, higher accuracy, lighter weight, and a longer operational range, making it competitive with international systems. This achievement wasn't just about building a better missile. It was about proving that India could design and deliver world-class defense solutions that meet global standards. For a long time, India's defense sector was viewed through the lens of import dependency. Global arms dealers saw India as a vast and lucrative market, but rarely as a manufacturer or exporter. The narrative began to change with the Indian government's push for Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, and the Make in India initiative. These national campaigns didn't just focus on manufacturing for domestic consumption. They were aimed at turning India into a global hub for defense production. Policy shifts, such as opening up defense production to private players, easing export regulations, and increasing FDI in the sector, laid the foundation for a more robust and export-ready ecosystem. The AKASH-NG deal represents the culmination of that effort. It signals to the world that India is no longer just a recipient of cutting-edge defense technology. It is now a trusted provider. More importantly, it shows that India-made weapons systems are reliable, tested, and combat-ready. This not only boosts India's reputation on the global stage, but also opens doors for future defense partnerships, joint ventures, and strategic alliances. Countries looking for affordable yet advanced air defense systems now see India as a serious contender. This achievement also has deeper implications for India's strategic independence. By producing and exporting defense systems, India reduces its vulnerability to external pressure and strengthens its position in geopolitical negotiations. It allows the nation to shape its security policies without being overly influenced by arms suppliers. Moreover, exporting such high-value systems adds to India's economic strength by creating jobs, increasing technical capabilities, and generating foreign revenue. India's transformation into a defense exporter is a statement of maturity. It reflects years of groundwork, an unwavering belief in the country's potential, and the strategic foresight to recognize that true power comes not from dependence, but from the ability to build and deliver. The AKASH-NG missile system is more than a piece of military hardware. It is a powerful symbol of India's national strength and self-reliance. For decades, India aspired to reduce its dependence on foreign suppliers for defense needs, yet found itself entangled in complex procurement processes, foreign negotiations, and technology transfers that often came with limitations. The development and successful export of the AKASH-NG marks a turning point in that journey. It represents the coming of age of India's indigenous defense capabilities and the confidence to stand on its own in a highly competitive global industry. Building a sophisticated air defense system like the AKASH-NG requires more than technical know-how. It demands vision, discipline, and faith in one's own abilities. Every wire, every circuit, and every launch test tells the story of Indian engineers, scientists, and defense personnel who committed themselves to excellence. Not as an option, but as a necessity. This missile system is the product of Indian minds, built with Indian resources, tested on Indian soil, and now ready to serve not only national security interests, but also international partners. That in itself is a reflection of self-reliance in its purest form. National strength is often measured by military power, economic influence, or diplomatic reach. But true strength lies in the ability to create, to innovate, and to lead from within. The AKASH-NG represents that kind of strength. It signals that India is no longer content to be a follower in the global defense ecosystem. It is ready to lead, not just in consumption, but in contribution. This achievement echoes across industries beyond defense, igniting a sense of pride in Indian manufacturing, research, and development sectors that have long waited for such recognition on the world stage. Self-reliance does not mean isolation. It means having the capacity to choose. It means having the strength to say no to dependency and yes to possibility. The success of the AKASH-NG program reinforces the belief that India can meet its own critical needs, protect its borders with homegrown technology, and offer the same strength to allies around the world. It reflects a mindset shift from being recipients of innovation to becoming creators of it. In today's world, where geopolitical tensions and supply chain vulnerabilities can change overnight, the ability to rely on your own nation's systems becomes a powerful form of sovereignty. AKASH-NG stands as a symbol of that sovereignty. It shows that India has not only built a defense system, but also cultivated a defense philosophy rooted in independence, resilience, and national pride. It demonstrates that excellence does not require foreign validation. It simply requires unwavering belief, persistent effort, and a refusal to settle for less than greatness. The Make in India mission was launched with the intent to transform India into a global manufacturing hub, and nowhere is its impact more evident than in the defense sector. The AKASH-NG missile deal serves as a living example of this mission in action. For years, India grappled with the paradox of being one of the world's top arms importers while simultaneously possessing vast scientific talent and industrial capacity. The Make in India initiative aimed to close this gap by encouraging domestic production, reducing import dependency, and creating products that meet global standards. The development and successful export of the AKASH-NG missile show that this vision is not just alive, but thriving. Creating an advanced surface-to-air missile system like AKASH-NG requires coordination between multiple sectors: public and private industries, research institutions, and the government. It demonstrates the Make in India philosophy not as a slogan, but as a practical framework for national growth. By leveraging the capabilities of organizations like DRDO, Rot Dynamics Limited, and various private partners, India was able to design, test, and manufacture a next-generation missile system entirely within its borders. The AKASH-NG